So does the thought of live streaming make your hands sweat and your brain shut down? Well, you're not alone, friendo. For years now, I too have frozen up when it's been time to hit that go live. So much so that I've never live streamed, not once. Today we're gonna get deep and personal to talk about why stage fright can be so prevalent and see about what it might take to rewrite our anxiety into confidence. And maybe together we can finally start live streaming. This is gonna be raw. This is my real journey. Okay, let's go. Welcome aboard the mothership, strangers and aliens alike. I'm Bitsy, an alien life form, published author, certified art goblin, and the galactic overlord of iiiSekai Studios. But before all of that, I was just a weird, kinda quiet kid who found safety in games. Video games, tabletop games, made-up daydreaming games where you try to avoid being bored at all costs. You know, the usual. And I don't really like to talk about it much, but I'm 30 now, which means I was in school before gaming was even remotely cool. Back then I was an outcast, a gamer through and through. But if that's true, and I'm a Vtuber, why have I never live streamed? Well, let me explain. There's a reason the Go Live button makes me want to spontaneously combust. It has to do with World of Warcraft, puberty, and online creepos. This is the story of how I went from a terrified kid to an almost functional alien overlord, and why live streaming is the final boss that I'm ready to face. Picture this, I'm 12, just discovering the joys of anime and online games. I've been logging into WoW, Adventure Quest Worlds, Roblox, you know, the classics, with my cousins who are all boys. My cousins and I were always very close. I didn't really ever feel like I was the girl, just one of the guys. In fact, I hated playing with dolls, and I didn't really understand other girls at all. I had a buzz cut, and I dreamed of growing up to either be a boy, some way somehow, or Lara Croft. And by the time age 13 rolled around, I wasn't really seeing any real way that my gender could just change. So I started dabbling in playing as girl characters, just to role play what it might be like to be that cool girl tomboy, and what growing up might mean for me. You could say I was non-binary before non-binary was a thing, which is to say, I was very confused and felt like an alien. Nobody understood. There was no one I could talk to about it. Even as an adult, my mom said she had no idea. Nobody really took me seriously when I said I wanted to be a boy, or I don't feel comfortable in my body. And you know, the bullying at school didn't really help things for little bits either. And that's around the time things started to happen. The DMs, the whispers. Are you a real girl? Are you this beautiful in real life? I was 13. 13! And I hated my changing body more than anything in the world. How was I supposed to answer these questions? Why were these strangers romanticizing me? I didn't know. It was awful. I don't know if I'm hot or not. According to the girls at school, I was rather not. So I stopped sharing quests with people, and I started to panic whenever somebody messaged me. My safe space became terrifying. I stopped posting my art. I disappeared from the public lobbies. The world outside was bullying me, and now the world online wanted me? I didn't feel safe anywhere. So I went silent. For years I watched from the shadows. I stopped drawing for public eyes, and I still really don't enjoy drawing in front of people. I swore to never have an Instagram. Over the course of my high school life, I became very anxious. I started to panic when ordering food. I would flinch when strangers complimented me. Have you ever heard an old man or grandma just go up to a young girl and tell them that they have baby-bearing hips? 'Cause that needs to stop. And don't get me started on things like coffee shops. They're not cozy to me, okay? They're battlegrounds where hundreds of peering eyes are looking at you from every corner. I still get that tingle of panic sometimes when I'm around too many strangers. So I slipped away, further and further from humanity. DMs, oh, they're closed. That offline button? Yeah, that's activated. The whiplash of being teased for being ugly or worse, just completely ignored by everyone at school, and then getting hit on in-game, it was too much to handle. I had resented being born female before, but it just kept getting worse. And it led to some deep-seated self-hate, and it almost ruined my life. The first time I went to try to live stream, eventually seeing YouTube and Twitch become places where gamers could make a job out of their lifestyle and not just have a hobby, hoping to be some sort of content creator. It was awful. My worst fears all came up in front of me, sitting in front of a camera with hundreds of people online watching, or even just one person watching. I mean, it was like trying to play a horror game, and I couldn't do it. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Internet people scare me. So why would I ever want to try and live stream? And yet, here we are. Life tends to call us to face our irrational fears. So here I am, 15 or so years later, aspiring to be a good VTuber, and finally trying to overcome that huge next step that I have on the path to self-improvement. Eventually, we all get tired of being afraid. Over the years, I've forced myself to do many things. Learn to draw, look people in the eyes while talking, even speak on podcasts, to share my stories, to launch my Kickstarter campaigns, to take pride in my weird, unique little self. And piece by piece, I got stronger. And I realized the thing holding me back most on this journey isn't a troll in my DMs. It was just my own fears. So I'm facing it right now with you, because creativity is nothing without community. And that's one of the hardest things I have ever had to learn. And you, yes, you, are a part of my community. Maybe you're new here. Maybe you're a young artist. Maybe you're a grizzled adventurer. Confident and awkward aliens alike, I've been hiding from you all too long. And yeah, I'm scared. I cried while writing this video, but I'm also here. And that means something. I started iiSekai Studios and Eoterra Entertainment because I need to make better worlds. I have too many creations to just let them go. And with my YouTube channel and all the things we do, I hope to inspire and provide not just fantasies that feel safe, but tools that I never had getting started. So if you're feeling like an outcast or an alien or a goblin, I see you. You're not alone. We can get better and stronger. And if I can show up here after all that, sweaty hands and all, maybe you can too. And it'll take steps. But maybe we can take those steps together. Let's make this and our worlds better. Together. Thanks for climbing aboard the mothership, strangers. Be sure to stay strange out there and be your unique self. If I've learned anything, it's that most people aren't judging you as harshly as you're judging yourself. So take a breath and take a step. And it would be really nice to see you more often. I hope you come and join my first live stream. More info on that on Twitter and stuff. And until next time, Bitsy's blasting out.